How's it going, everyone? My name is Sinikle, and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. If you have not checked the last video, which was part 1 of this very first chapter, out of quite several, then please go check that out before you continue with this one. So let's go ahead, continue. We were at the very end of chapter 1. I believe we're going to be entering chapter 2 now, but let's go ahead and continue. I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. And to top it off, that pesky mom of mine pushing a return journey errand on me just as I'm trying to leave the house. Today was the day Rena and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Rena and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place.
Kei-chan, 遅いぞ。
悪い責めるのは昨夜の面白かった特番に行ってくれ。
ほう、女の子との待ち合わせに遅刻して言い訳がそれってわけ？
みーちゃんだって今来たばかりなんだよ。
That's creepy.
昨夜の密着24時間面白かったし、ねえ。
She was just as guilty as me. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. I don't see it. What is that? Mion answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right. Rena really did make a picnic. Picnic! Oh yeah! Delicious food? Sandwiches?
ケイちゃん、あの後レナ、大張り切りだったらしいよ。
Ooh, thank you, Rena!
別に俺がけしかけたわけじゃないだろう。
True. We did not force her, so it's very kind of her to make food for us.
そんな大変じゃなかったから気にしないでよ。ね。
昨夜から今朝まであのテンションらしいよ。責任取れんの？
わかった。俺も男だ。責任は取る。
責任ってなんだろう。
As we both turned around slowly to look at Rena, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. How much did you stuff in there? It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Rena we were talking about here.
2キロくらいかな。
What?
レナね、荷物持つ時よっこらしょって言ってた。
Okay,
Gokyo.
okay. Eh?
それはオーバー。
Is she? Is she?
ケイチくん男の子だから。
That's right, and growing boys do need their stomachs filled.
きっといっぱい食べるだろうと思ってたくさんね。もう行こう。よっこらよっこ。
Oh, you have to actually... What the hell? Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunch boxes.
訂正。俺も5キロ。
手伝いはするけど、全部食べるんだからね。
I'm pretty sure we can do that.
レナを悲しませたら許さないよ。
The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. I mean, it seems logical, right? Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. These were the boonies, after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around.
あ、こんにちは。
こんにちは。あら、そちらは。確か、前原くんだったかしら？
Yes, ma'am. My two companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of these passerbyers even knew my name.
なんで俺ってこんなに有名人なんだ？
We passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid.
悲しいかな。
They're all out to get me.
ひなみざわは人が少ないからね。みんな顔見知りなんだよね。
Does that actually make sense though? I don't really see the logic in that. But whatever.
つまりなんだ？知らない顔が歩いてれば、それは自動的に新しく引っ越してきた前原さんってことになるわけか。
うん、そういうことになるね。
Alright. It was a process of elimination you could only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. I mean, apparently, yeah, sure. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day. No, please. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare.
もちろんわかるよ。最初に会ったのが牧野林店の竹蔵おじさん。趣味は盆栽と尺八なんだよ。
次が乾物屋の次男の大輔くん。趣味は狙撃で、将来の夢は超 A 級スナイパーだとか。それで今の人は入江診療所の看護師の美代さん。趣味は野鳥の観察と撮影だって。
すれ違った全員の名前までわかるのかよ。プロフィールまで。
Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rena exchanged a look and burst into laughter.
まあね。ここいらは都会みたいにご近所付き合いが希薄じゃないからね。
試しに聞いてみよう。今ここにいる俺は誰だ？
前原圭一くん。意地悪なこと言うけど、本当は優しいテレ屋さん。
転校してきてようやく3週間。趣味は昼寝。最近トランクス派に転校。
Wait, what? What? When was that information? When was that information leaked?
したよね。
もういいもういい。
トランクス。
Hey, what's underneath is none of your business.
それもいい。
Apparently, there is absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. It seems that way, yeah. Hinamizawa was not a place to be trifled with. We're gonna keep saying that, aren't we? We're gonna keep saying that.
俺のための案内ってより、俺のお披露目みたいだな。
そうだね。うちらさ、これだけ賑やかに練り歩いてたからね。みんな思うんじゃない？ケイちゃんもひなみざわに馴染んでくれたんだって。
ひなみざわは過疎だから、村中みんなが新しい仲間を歓迎してくれてるの。
I thought about brushing it off with something to effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way.
あら、こんにちは。仲良しそうでいいわね。
藤島さんちのおばさんだよ。こんにちは。
あら、前原くん、両手に花でいいわね。
I know, right? We're all suave.
どう？生活はもう慣れた？
Nah. Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in a city, I responded with an emphatic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was.
グッド。
Am I energetic? I don't think so. I'm a slouch. As I looked back over to Rena and Mion, they gave me a wink.
でね、そろそろお昼にしないかな。
Sure, what the hell. Rena's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other.
俺も男だ。努力はする。だが量が多すぎる。
よしケイちゃん、ここはおじさんに任せなさい。
You're not an old man, you got boobs. Mion, well, men have boobs too, but god damn it, shut up! Oh my lord. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does now. Making me so proud. I'd expect no less from the class representative.
レナ、どうせ食べるならさ、見晴らしのいいところで食べない？
Well, having a good view while eating is always a great idea.
それいい。賛成。
I just said that. Rena nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Proposal. God damn it. I'm having fun. Oh, stairs. Nice. Ooh, shrine. Cresting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit throughout the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling.
ここはね、古出神社っていうの。
Okay.
多分見晴らしが一番いいところかな。
ここの場所、よく覚えといてね。
Do I have to?
もうすぐここでお祭りがあるんだから。
Ah, okay.
へえ、祭りにしちゃちょっと早いシーズンだよな。
綿流しは夏祭りじゃなくてね、昔は冬の終わりを喜ぶお祭りだったらしいよ。
I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals had to be held in the summer.
さて、弁当を広げてっと。
Oh wow, look at that. We got a freaking view of the whole town! Well, village. Yeah. Town. My lord. Various colored lunchboxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion! It'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know.
こんにちはです。
Rika! Oh, little sister, hello. It was Rika-chan and Satoko. Why were they here? Mion grinned over at me. Oh, you little bastard. Mion, why? I see. This was her secret plan. The power in numbers. You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty.
騒がしいから来てみれば、これは何ですの？
見りゃわかるだろ。これからランチタイムだ。ビュッフェスタイルだ。レラの手作り弁当に舌鼓だ。
そんなの見ればわかるでございますわ。どうして人様の庭でご座なんか広げてますの？
This is your property.
神社は公共の場所だぞ。勝手に独占するな。
圭一の言う通りですよ。みんなのお庭にしますです。
Yeah.
やっぱりリカちゃんはいい子だな。
I agree, Keiichi.
座りな、そこ。一緒に食べよう。
After opening up a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on Saitoko. You evil, evil little witch. I'm
ちょ
kidding.
っとお待ちなさいな。
What do you want?
私はどこに座ればいいんですの？
お前に座る場所はないし、食べる分もない。
大丈夫だよ。さとこちゃんの分もちゃんとあるから。
Damn.
ない。さとこの分も俺がいただく。
そんなことは許せませんの。
You don't got a choice. No, don't call for her.
はい、お箸です。
Damn it. Both Satoko and I leapt at the boxes, having it out with each other. It's war now.
いやはや、ケイちゃん乗せるのうまいわ、ほんと。才能あるのかもしれない。
Send me to the front
はい、お
lines.
皿。みーちゃんもリカちゃんも。
Rena whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates.
僕たちも頑張らないとなくなってしまうです。
そうだね。よし、参戦と行くかな。
いっぱい食べてね。ちゃんとみんなの分あるから。
Rena said as she opened up the thermos. Just then, I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different.
その話渡しませんわ。
いや、肘は反則だろ、サトコ。
襟首をつかむのも反則でございます。
That was different. That was yesterday, damn it. It was a tough battle, blocking with her full momentum and an elbow in the opening moves. Satoko appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand. Oh.
最後のミートボール。
校長サトコ、破れたり。
Satoko and I amicably began choking at the same time, flailing backwards and spasming. Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were floating all around her. Oh, you're getting excited at me choking to death. Okay, great. Mayana advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. Yes, please. This is how our meals usually go. I'd do anything in my power, just so things could stay like this. Oh wow, foreshadowing much? God damn. Well, everyone's dying. Sorry, folks. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Yes, let's chat, shall we? Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh of relief.
日本語ってやつはさ、どうしてこう味に対する賛辞が少ないんだろうな。
食事中の団らんって考えがそもそも近代に入ってからだからじゃない？
昔の人は無言で食事を済ませたそうだし、作る人もちょっぴり寂しかったろうね。きっと昔の人は食べるのに忙しくて味を褒める暇もなかったのですわ。
That's just you.
でもね、美味しいの一言だけでも嬉しいよ。苦労の甲斐があったかなって。
She blushed a little as she said that.
美味しいです。
With absolutely perfect timing, Rika-chan struck Rena directly with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence.
Huh?
After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head and an audible poof.
リカちゃん、お持ち帰りじゃなくてありがとう。本当に美味しかったですよ。
Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheek against her so hard you could almost hear it. Oh, the shiving.
リカちゃんには褒めてもらったお礼に、じゃーん。
What?
これをサービスね。
What? 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them toward Rika-chan. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. What do you mean?
なんだよ、サトコ。その挑戦的な目は。
皆さんにはレナさんのリンゴを獲得できるだけの賛辞が用意できまして。
強気じゃんよ。ボキャ品のあんたにどんな賛辞が思いつくっての？
ではご覧あそばせ。
After Satoko flashed Mion and me a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Oh god.
レナお姉ちゃんのお弁当、サトコも美味しかったよ。
Satoko looked up at her poutily while talking cutesy. Really now? Wow. How was that praise? That's not even persuasion by tears. That's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is Rena limited special skill. What? She blushed and her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena! She falls for anything. Of course, that was asking for the impossible. Rena glomped Satoko and began rubbing her cheeks against her. I said no. Swish. Stab. Push. Satoko was also presented with apple rabbits. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at Mion and me again with that defiant gaze. It took only 5 seconds to take down Rena. That's unfair! To think she had such a trick. You think I have a problem with that? Alright, just watch. Damn it! Oh, come on, dude. Come on. You're a guy. Just offer praise, man. Come on. Come on. Ah, that was a dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even praise. True. That was weird. I mean, I guess calling it yummy is praise, but I don't know. It's cheap. It's cheap.
それで勝てたつもりとはね。あんたらの底の浅い技とはわけが違うものを見せてあげようじゃない。
Oh, Mion. Okay, okay. All right. Gonna praise yourself that much? Go ahead. Go ahead.
それは頼もしいぜ、ミオン。それはどんな技なんだ？
やるのはケイち
ゃん。Wait, what?
はあ？
見せてもらおうではございませんか。
Fine. All right, Keiichi, let's go.
豊島のあがきを。
The plan of attack she just suggested was wicked. But it was the only thing we had to beat Satoko. Then let's do it. After sipping my tea, I started talking, very naturally and calmly. Perfectly.
本当に美味しいよな。これってさ、全部手作りなのかい？
実はね、これほとんど冷凍物なの。
That's not giving me anything. Give me something to work with, damn it.
じゃあ、レナの手作りのってどれだい？
恥ずかしいな。教えなきゃダメ？
Yes.
どうしても？
Oh, sorry, I rushed that. God damn it. From the synergy of boy plus... Wait, what? Boy plus handmade lunchbox? Wait, what? From the synergy of boy plus handmade lunchbox, her expression had melted into euphoria.
わかるよ。これでしょ。
Rena turned an even deeper shade of red. The words "I can't believe it" practically written on her face.
なんでわかるかな？
What the fuck did he point to? What was it? What?
レナの手作り。
Of course, Mion had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher.
レナの匂いがしたから。
That's so fucking cheesy and lame. Oh my god. What? Silence enveloped the area. Rena, face still completely red, froze solid. All you gotta do to crack her into millions of pieces is tap her a little bit and... With a small yelp, Satoko also blushed. Of course I did too.
レナの手作りのリンゴのウサギさんが食べたいな、なんて。
Oh, even if this was all because I was competing against Satoko. It felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. Then, at that moment, whoosh! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits. I've had enough. How did I know that was gonna happen? Okay, I'm not editing that out. I'm keeping that in. Fucking Christ. Instantly, dozens of apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. I'm sorry, this is so cute, it's funny. Oh, God. My head was forcibly laid upon her lap, and even more apples were shoved into my mouth. While she was squealing, one apple after another was forced into my mouth, and more apples. I am not doing that.
ケイちゃん、殉職見事なり。
Sacrifice, what do you mean?
どうよ、さとこ。うちらの完全勝利だね。
こんなんて信じられないですの。悔しくないもん。
Satoko ground her teeth, mortified. We did it. I claimed victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me. Slowly and slowly. At that time, Rena stopped her squealing as she suddenly realized something.
リカちゃん、食べないの？
Oh? Wait, Rika-chan, yeah, why haven't you said anything?
塩水強すぎたかな？かな？
Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled the toothpick out of the apple rabbit, placed it into her cupped hands, and seemed to be at a loss for what to do. What?
うさぎさんがかわいそうです。
Oh, God. Little sister material. So cute.
助けてあげてほしいです。
God fucking damn it. No. God. That was the sound of blood spurting from Rena's nose. Okay. Okay, out of context, that's a little bit weird, okay? I'm at a loss for words. She shook sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth. Then, coming back to her senses, she took all the apples around me, gathered them up with a flip, and fixed them up, back up on the plate. They're dead. Rika-chan raised up Satoko's hand like a referee after having that plate of rabbit shoved to her. She whispered. Wait, I'm confused. What? No. No, Rika! No! How dare you side with the enemy? I know, man! It's horrible! I just don't care anymore. Thus, my sacrifice ended up in vain. Sad days. That was cute. That was adorable. I love it. Oh, I needed that. I needed that. That was cute. God damn it. God freaking damn it. Alright, how long have I been recording? Only 32 minutes! It was a fun-filled, crazy day. But as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Ah, sunset.
じゃあね、レナにケイちゃん。また明日ね。
ミオ、今日はありがとな。楽しかったぜ。
また明日ね。
Satoko and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mion, and it ended with just Rena and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home.
ケイチくんも今日は付き合ってくれてありがとう。
Sure thing.
楽しかった？
Oh yeah, it was fucking blast. It was a blast.
ああ、楽しかった。 まだ家に帰るのが惜しいくらいだぜ。
じゃあさ、ちょっとだけ寄り道してもいいかな
A little detour. What the
寄
hell?
り道遠いのか？
ちょっと歩くけどすぐ済むから。
Since we had been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing Rena, I quietly nodded. Good idea. Ooh, water. I hear a stream. What the hell? Traversing a small path and up a small hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a depleted construction site came into view. That's a lot of rocks. A large heap of garbage spread out off towards the swamp. This is my swamp. Probably illegal dumping. I recalled it being in the newspaper.
今日は久しぶりだから何かあるかな、何かあるかな。
久しぶりって、レナのようはあのゴミの山かよ。
ゴミじゃないよ。レナにとっては宝の山だもん。
Oh gosh, she's one of those people. Rena had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers. Like another person's trash is another person's treasure kind of thing, you know. So that meant there was something cute here.
わあ、新しい山だ。
Oh lord.
ワクワク、ワクワク。
She descended the unstable slope with ease. I'd expect no less from a born and bred country girl.
おい待てよ、今行くから。あったたたた。
My city-raised self was completely pitiful.
いいよ、ケイチ君はそこにいて。すぐ済むから。
Alright, fine. Rena kindly declined my companion.
転ぶなよ。足元に気をつけろよ。
大丈夫だよ、大丈夫。全然平気。
Okay. Literally bounding among the heaps of trash, Rena disappeared from sight. I didn't like being left behind, but I was still pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without the lively Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. Fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, the sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Oh, standing there was a typical-looking photographer. He spied over at me through his camera. Rude. His body was tanned and fit, but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air about him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case.
おっと、びっくりした。
Although startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line.
驚いたのはこっちですよ。
ごめんごめん。驚かすつもりはなかったんだ。君はひなみ沢の人かい？
Not from, but this is my new home now. New home, Hinamizawa. Okay. I gathered that he wasn't, from that question. Unfazed by my suspicious gaze, he introduced himself without my prompting.
僕は富武。
Tomitake. Okay.
フリーのカメラマンさ。
AKA Tom. I'll call you Tom. Makes it a lot easier. Alright.
ひなみ沢にはたまに来るんだ。
Ah. I didn't ask you who you were. I mean, true, but it would still be rude if he
写
didn't.
真ってのは被写体に断ってから撮るのが礼儀なんじゃないんすかね。
Yeah, true.
ごめんごめん。メインは野鳥の撮影でね。
Right.
断った試しがないんだよ。
So what? You're saying I'm the same as the birds?
いやいや、
Chirp chirp.
夕闇に黄昏れる少年があまりにも絵になっていたんでね。
Oh, okay.
本人の許可を取らずにファインダーを覗いたことを謝るよ。
Adults are pretty slick. All that annoyance I felt for being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with this guy trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rena would be back so soon. For this older guy, Tamataki-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling on by himself. Oh, thank God. Rena popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand.
連れがいたのかい?
Yes, is that a problem?
お、彼女はあんなところで何をしているんだい?
She's looking for treasure. Leave her alone. That's what I wanted to know.
さあね、昔起こった殺人事件の死体でも探してるんじゃないですか?
Tamataki-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. Uh-oh. I responded like I would if I were talking with Ren and the others.
嫌な事件だったね。まだ見つかってないんだろ?
Huh? Wait, what? So there was a real body over there? My God.
馬に蹴られる前に退散するかな?
Yes, please.
驚かせてすまなかったね、ケイイチ君。
Tamataki-san chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit.
ケイイチ君、怒ってる?
Nope.
どうしてだろう?
It wasn't Rena's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now.
どうだった? 掘り出し物は見つかったか?
聞いて聞いて。あのね、あったの。ランディ君人形。
A what?
ランディ君人形ってあれか? ファーストフードの店の前に必ず置いてあるあの等身大人形の? そう、ラ
ンディ君。かわいい。お持ち帰りしたい。
Is it like that KFC like printout thing? Of the colonel chicken guy, whatever. I don't fucking know his actual name is, but still. Is she talking about something like that? I couldn't tell how she decides what's cute or not. But, well, she seems to want it.
あれはゴミだろ。お持ち帰りしたきゃしてもいいんだぜ。
他の山の下敷きになってるの。簡単には掘り出せないし。
あ
そこ明かりがないからすぐ暗くなっちゃうし。
Rena seemed quite down about finding a treasure and not being able to bring it back.
俺も手伝ってやるよ。今日のうまかった弁当の恩返しってことでさ。
Ooh, Mr. Hero.
ありがとう。
Birds heading home to roost proclaimed that nightfall would soon be upon us.
ケイチ君が手伝ってくれる。ランディ君をお持ち帰りできる。
Yeah, sure, whatever. Rena staggered along as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheery state.
なあ、レナ、あそこで昔なんかあったのか?
ダムの工事をやってたんだってね。詳しく知らないけど。
例えばさ、工事中になんかあったとか、事故とか。
Oh.
知らない。
Oh. Okay. Okay, things got weird. Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounded more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Rena quickly lightened her expression.
実はね、去年までよそに住んでたの。
え、レナも転校生だったのか? 俺はてっきり。
だからね、それ以前のことはよく知らないの。ごめんね。
Don't really know. Don't want to talk about it. That was the kind of feeling she gave me. Thinking about it, of course it would be like that. This wasn't the type of thing girls would enjoy talking about. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. If it's just like Tomitaki-san said, then I have a feeling only the Higurashi would know. Okay. Wait, what? That's it? Holy crap. And continue.
Randy 君人形?
Ah, yes, Colonel Randy.
ああ、そりゃレナのツボだわな。
レナがサトコやリカちゃんをお持ち帰りしたくなるのはわかる。だがランディ君人形だけは理解できないぞ。あんなメガネ親父のどこがいいんだ。
そりゃあレナに直接聞けばいいじゃん。
I mean, sure, but do you really think I want to ask her that?
どうせだって可愛いんだもんしか言わないだろうけどさ。
Yeah, but that doesn't actually answer anything.
レナはよくあそこ工事現場のとこへ宝探しに行くのか？
ちょくちょく見に行くって言ってましたです。
しかし年頃の女の子がゴミあさりね。
レナが楽しいならいいんだと思いますです。
Yeah, I mean, to each their own, right?
あそこはなんだよ。ダムの工事現場だったのか？
I mean, sure, some things are weird, and those weird things are other people's, you know, hobbies or whatnot, but hey, again, as long as they're not harming anyone, sure, go ahead, rummage through trash, whatever. It had been bugging me since yesterday, like an itch I couldn't scratch.
何年か前に中止になっちゃったけどね。
みんなで力を合わせて戦いましたです。
Hearing an ominous word like fought come from Rika-chan's mouth startled me.
そうそう。何しろとんでもない話だったんだよ。Hinamizawaが丸ごとダム湖に沈むことに一方的になってさ。
So, I'm only able to be here because the protest actually succeeded. Huh.
ごめんねごめんね。待たせちゃったかな。申し訳ありませんわね、ケイチさん。お化粧直しに時間をかけちゃいまして。
さとこ、便所には溜めてから行け。一気に出せて楽で早いぞ。
花も恥じらう乙女になんて口の利き方。
Who was she calling a maiden? If Satoko really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. The usual hijinks ensued.
さてと、今日は快速に乗っ取り部員の諸君に是非を問いたい。彼前原圭一君を新たな部員として我らの部活動に加えたいのだがいかがだろうか。
レナは異議なし。近隣風情が私の相手を務められるかしら。僕もサトコも賛成しますですよ。
The three that Mion had queried voiced their approval.
全会一致。おめでとう前原圭一君。君に栄えある我が部への入部試験を許可する。
順を追って説明しろ。俺はまだ入るとは言ってないぞ。何の部活だ？
我が部はだな。複雑化する社会に対応するため活動ごとに提案されるさまざまな条件下、時には準教、あるいは逆境からいかにして。
レナは弱いからいじめないでほしいな。仲良くやろうね。 レナさんは甘えてますわ。弱い者は食い尽くされるのが世の常なのでございますわよ。
This was starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was it?
つまりみんなでゲームして遊ぶ部活なのです。
Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. So basically, this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use by playing the various games that Mion had ordered every day. It seemed that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner or a penalty for the person who finished in last place.
先に断っとくけど、ままごと遊びみたいなレベルじゃないからね。
I mean, thank God. I don't even know who to pick for the wife.
一生いっぱいに命がかかってるくらい本気でかかった方がいい。
I mean, personally, I guess I would pick Mion. Just saying.
楽しくやれればいいじゃないか。
What? Shut up!
そう凄むなよ。
Don't look at me like that.
第一条、狙うのは1位のみ。遊びだからなんていういい加減なプレーは許さない。
快速第2条。
Oh God.
そのためにはあらゆる努力をすることが義務付けられておりますのよ。
Really? The way Satoko said it, it sounded like she was saying, use any means necessary. Oh boy.
もちろん僕も頑張りますです。
Of course, Rika-chan.
レナも弱いけどね、精一杯頑張ってるの。
I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun.
よし、俺も本気でやってやるぜ。
With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club.
ケイちゃんに一応忠告ね。
Okay.
レナも結構えげつないからね。
Thank you for the warning. This initiation looks like it's going to be rough. Oh God, Rena-chan, why? She's gonna hurt me. Mion began fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. They have the games here at the school. Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that's fine.
難しいゲームはケイちゃんだけに不利だからね。今日は誰にでもわかるゲームにしよう。スタンダードにトランプの
Card game.
字抜きはどう？
Old Bachelor.
よし、受けてやるぜ。
I haven't played this one card game since I was a little child. Old Maid, I think it was called. Is that it? But this is the Japanese version of it.
やっぱり罰ゲームがないと燃えないよね。今回はビリに顔面落書きの件。どう？
油性じゃないよね。油性じゃないよね。
Permanent. She wants to draw on our faces with permanent marker.
上等でございますわ。
Satoko cheered the idea on. Oh God, they're gonna hurt me. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. It seemed like she was raring to go. But if it's going to be like this, then I can't lose either.
じゃあカード切ってみんなに配るね。
Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as Old Maid. Aha! Okay. There's only one difference. There's no Joker. In its place, one card is pulled out at the start, meaning there will be one card without a match left at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game.
じゃあ1枚抜くね。
So basically, there's no Joker and there's one less card in the deck. Mion took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently.
ま、終盤になればおのずとわかるし、最初はどうしようもないよな。
But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the one face down, all the while gauging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, it couldn't be.
このトランプ結構傷物だろ
Oh no. Really? Really? Alright, looks like we're gonna have to buy a new deck because these bastards are cheating!
まさかみんなにはその傷でそこに伏せたカードが分かってる
I'm afraid so there, Keiichi boy.
快速第2条ですわ。ケイイチさんも勝つために最善の努力をなさいませ。
You little scamps! How dare you! I'm just a young
いくつか
man.
のカードは特徴的だからケイイチくんにもすぐ覚えられるよ。
She said that so matter-of-factly.
上等だぜこの程度でハンデになると思うなよ
I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. Mion, you lying little scamp. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear for each individual card. This wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. If this was a test, then they were playing with the answer sheet in front of them. Bring it! I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed. Duh. Oh damn. Oh damn. When did her balls drop?
ケイちゃんの手札を右から言うぜ。
Ooh.
3、4、9、ジャック、クイーン。
Damn.
ちなみにジジはダイヤの J なのです。
How dare you?
どうカードを入れ替えたって見え見えですわ。上がりですな。
I thought I was prepared. But for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming.
鬼だこいつらは鬼だレナは鬼じゃないよな
ごめんねケイイチくん。
You better be sorry.
こっちがハートの3だよね。上がり。
Not even a hint of mercy. Rena. Even Rika-chan. These club activities were to be trifled with. A little bit ahead of the school would, not should, definitely survive in the cruelest of situations. If our entire class had self-detonating collars strapped on their necks and they were dropped into a death match of a deserted island, these guys would probably take it like a fish to water. What kind of analogy is that? I could already picture their joy as they hunt down each other as their classmates. Oof.
ポイントは減点制ね。
Wasn't that the action? Wasn't that Battle Royale? That sounded a lot like Battle Royale, I'm just saying.
着順がそのままマイナス点。トータルで一番少ない人が優勝。
ではケイイチはビリなので5です。
There's already a 5 marked down on my scoreboard.
やっぱりさ、綺麗なトランプでやらないとケイイチくんに不公平だよ。
Rena-chan! Now you say this?
いいのいいの。ケイちゃんだって男だし。これくらいの逆境は跳ね返せるよね。
I thought I liked you, Mion. Come on, boy!
貧民風情は逃げ帰って涙で枕を濡らすのがお似合いでございますことよ。
A petite hand laid itself on top of my head, which was trembling from uncontainable frustration. It was Rika-chan's.
ファイト、おーです。
Rika, why? Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. That's the power I could muster during the crisis. Think clearly, Keiichi Maebara! Take your time and look at the cards carefully. It's just as Rena said. Several of the cards have their own distinct markings, making them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. Think about what you can do in the situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chances of victory. I covered the uniquely marked cards with my hands or other cards, arranging them in such a way that they couldn't be seen. Smart. God damn it, it's not enough. Son of a bitch. Come on, Rika, why? I couldn't let any of those precious hints slip by me. All information is a weapon. True. Then it was my turn. Satoko fanned out her cards for me.
欲しいのは7なんだが、これかな。
I can tell by your face. And I shall. There was a bit of a dismay in her expression. Like she doesn't want it taken. That kind of expression. I won't let that momentary lapse slip by me. Got it. 7 of spades. A cheer of ooh ran out. Sure, I can't read the back of the cards with your unique marks, but I can read your facial expressions! It was at the memorizing of the markings. Those slight changes in their expressions as I was selecting a card were enough.
ほら、ケイちゃん隠さない。この傷が確かダイヤの2だったよね。
By the way, I'm liking the song, the music. Very catchy.
あれ?
She was startled by her own misread. Of course, everyone else was too. You wanted to play like this, didn't ya? Didn't ya? You just created a demon that you cannot escape.
違う。ケイちゃん、あんたまさか。
Ha ha ha! They told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch. So I put a new one on it. Ho ho ho. Thank you, my cute little Rika-chan. Clap, clap, clap. Having defeated the Forerunner, Mion, my brilliant battle left me ecstatic. But my total points, it was already set in stone that Mion would win and I would finish last. It's okay. You finally learned how to play by their rules, so it's fine. Anyway, I laughed. Basically, yeah, that. God damn it. Selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get on Mion's nerves.
まあ、ビリは確定だけどさ。最後にミオンから1本取れたから大満足かな。
Wink star. How dare you? That should be the proverbial slap in the face to Mion, who was at the top already, an ensured victory.
この回、仮にケイちゃんが1着になっても、トータルビリが確定するんだけど。
当たり前だ。
一騎打ちしようよ。ワンチャンス。勝てたらケイちゃん1位で私ビリの大逆転。なんてどう？どうでしょう？
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, okay. She fell for it. A chance for an upset that wouldn't be possible without guarding her on into it.
ワンチャンスだと。ルールを説明しろ。
Mion discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with the Joker card that was on the table. then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back.
右手のカードと左手のカード。どっちがジョーカーか当てたら、ケイちゃんの勝ち。
Oh, okay, okay.
今後ろに回した時ジョーカーを抜いたってことはないだろうな。
ケイちゃんが負けたら反対の手のカードも公開するよ。それなら OK でしょ。
The other three gulped nervously at this unexpected turn of events.
よし乗ってやる。
Mion grasped one card in each hand and thrust them out at me. First, I need to inspect them closely. The card on the right had no distinguishing marks. I couldn't tell which one it was.
どっちだろう。ケイチ君、慎重にね。
ああ、もちろんだぜ。逆転の大チャンスだ。
Looking closely at the card on the left, I saw a little wear. It wasn't one I hadn't seen before.
あのカードは。
I didn't let that bit from Satoko slip by me. Mion clucked her tongue. I didn't recognize the mark on the left card from the small number that I had memorized. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Satoko's reaction that the card had already appeared before during the game. Since it had already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker. I can't read her expression. Shit!
ケイちゃんは右のカードを疑ってる。
I think it's on the right. I mean the left, sorry.
じゃあ右にする？
Oh, god damn it. The left card definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should have been able to declare that the card on the right was the Joker. Even without Mion's taunting, the one on the right was the most suspicious. But wasn't it a bit too rash to decide based solely on Satoko's reaction? More carefully. I remember now. That mark, the left card, no doubt about it. The 7 of clubs.
きっとクローバーの7だね。
I've won! The card on the left was a 7 of clubs. So that meant the card on the right was the Joker. And then, just before my hand touched the right card, I froze.
さすがミオンだよ。
There was a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers at my sudden halt. Right before I confirmed the right card was the Joker.
ケイイチさんは何を言ってるのでございましょう。だって左。C です。
へえ。ケイちゃんはどうして右がジョーカーじゃないって確信できるの？
Mion let loose an unexpected question. Everyone else was baffled.
右のカードが何かは俺にもわからないさ。だが左のカードがクローバーの7だってことだけはわかる。
じゃあ残る右のカードがジョーカーなのじゃありませんこと？
Because there's supposed to be one other card left on the table, right? So the question is, did she pick up the one that was facing down, or did she do a switch?
必ず左右どっちかがジョーカーという約束でしょ？
Is the Joker still on that same table where the one overturned was?
ああ、左右のどっちかにジョーカーがあるのは本当だろうな。
ケイイチは勘がいいです。リカちゃん、それってどういう？
つまりさ、クローバーの7はさっき俺がサトコのスペードの7と合わせて捨てたカードなんだよ。
Everyone's attention snapped to the discard pile at the same time. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that sloppy
つ
pile.
まりミオンは捨て札を1枚拾って左のカードに重ねている。
Oh.
つまり
そうか、 左のカードをクローバーの7に見せかけているんだね。
It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Mion's expression, and I didn't let that slip by. Then, with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly.
ジョーカーは左手だ!
It was an intense moment. That 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking that silence, the first one to speak was Mion.
初代部長として私も様々なプレイングを見てきたけど、ケイちゃん、あんたはベストだよ。ベストオブザベストオブザベスト。
Thank you very much. That was probably the greatest compliment Mion could give. Mion accepted her defeat, dropping the cards from both hands. My comeback victory! Rika-chan placed her hand on my head and began petting it, congratulating me on my victory. Thank you, Rika-chan.
リカちゃんか？
Rena and Satoko gaped at us, as if they had seen a ghost.
なんだよレナ、別に俺はインチキしてないだろ。先生堂々と。
リカは慰めるときにしか頭を撫でませんの。
Wait, what? Huh? What's the meaning of? At that moment, Rena let out a small shriek.
ケイチ君、こんなことって。
Eh?
ケイちゃんならさ、
What?
ここまで読んでくれると思ってたよ。
I've been played again, haven't I? God damn it. Everyone froze. No, it was just me.
賭けだった。ケイちゃんがおてんばさんの早とちりだったなら、負けてたのは私だった。
It was the answer everyone was certain about. Mion picked up the card from the losing hand.
ケイちゃんはさ、この負けを誇っていいよ。
She turned it around. That was the card that proclaimed the victory of this duel. The card under the 7 clubs. Unbelievable. It was the 2 of diamonds! I was played. It was a setup behind the setup. If I just picked the right one without reading so deeply into it.
部長、園崎美音の名において、前原圭一、あんたの我が部への入部を許可する。
God damn it. As I slumped into my knees, dazed, everybody let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeat.
これにて決着。本日の優勝は私、園崎美音。栄えあるビリは前原圭一。
Gee, thanks. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing.
みーちゃんが後ろ手で細工したとき、またやるんだって思ってドキドキしちゃった。ケイイチさんが正解に触れる直前で止まったときにはかかったって思いましたわ。見事に引っかかってくれましたです。
Huh? Hey, wait. All of them knew from the start and still got so excited so earnestly?
楽しくなるようにみんなで盛り上げましたですよ。
You evil, evil little bastards. God damn it. You.
お前らみんな鬼だ！人手だし！
Women are scary, okay? They're frightening.
さて、
Oh,
ケイちゃんに罰ゲームだね。
No. No, please. No.
今日は部活の初日だしね。ソフト
No.
に行こうかね。いきなり登校拒否になられちゃ困るし。
The other 3 members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. Oh, God. Mion approached, licking her lips. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. That's a felt tip marker, and it's a giant permanent one.
さて、行くよ。
Oh, please. She took the cap off of the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized.
Yeah. Yeah.
I let out my death throes. God damn it. The whole bit took 30 fucking minutes. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off. Probably so she could dig out that cute Colonel Randy that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. So today it was just Mion and me walking home together, a rather rare occurrence.
宝の山か。捨ててる連中もまさかレナに感謝されてるとは夢にも思わないだろうね。
Mountain of treasure, meaning that damn construction site from before. Oh, right. Mion would probably tell me. That murder by dismemberment that seemed to have happened there.
あそこさ、ダムの工事現場。なんかあったんだろ？昔。
そりゃあったよ、戦いが。座り込みやったりデモをやったり。
That's not what we're talking about. It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided I'll just listen at the same time.
自分たちの土地がダム湖に沈むんだもんな。俺だって戦うだろうな。
役人どもは本当に一方的だった。偉そうで威張ってた。金で解決できないと悟ると、あらゆる嫌がらせをしてきたんだよ。いやらしい奴らだった。
Mion spoke excitedly, as if the whole thing was happening right in front of her.
よく勝てたな。相手は国だろ？
村長や村の有力者たちがね、方々に陳情した。東京にも行ったし、いろんな政治家に根回しもした。そうしてるうちに計画は撤回されたんだよ。私たちの完全勝利だった。
暴力沙汰とかにはならなかったのか？傷害事件とか殺人。
なかった。
She promptly cut me off, the same as Rena had. Her words signaled the end of discussion. Tamataki-san said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that a murder by dismemberment had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity unsated, I sighed dejectedly inside.
じゃあね、また明日ね。ケイちゃんそれ、うちに帰るまで消しちゃダメだからね。
わかってるよ、消さねえよ。
Mion held back her laughter while stealing glances at my face. I wonder what kind of nasty doodle she drew. Don't let it be a penis, please. Damn you, Mion. You shall rue this day! If our roles are ever reversed, I'm going to go all out. All over your face so you won't be able to take it off. Don't phrase it like that, please. So out of context. No, no. Don't think like that. No. God damn it. Even with the scoring pad. God damn it. That could be taken out of context. Oh, god damn it. Home. Upon arriving home, I ran straight into my mom, embarrassing myself yet again. The mood I had to come home to was already on edge. Oh, why? It's not an uncommon thing in our family. Whenever Dad can't come up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomps around the house with his arms crossed. Mom whispered into my ear.
おかえり、ケイチ。お父さん大変そうだからそっとしてあげてね。
Yeah, sure, whatever.
またアイデアに詰まったわけ？
今回は締め切りが重なったからね。お父さん充電期間がないと大変だから。
Dad's paintings feed our entire family, so he runs out of ideas. Then it's the end of the Maebaras. We've never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter?
家の中をうろうろしないで表に散歩でも行った方がアイデアが出るんじゃねえの？
True.
今回は生活空間がテーマだから。
In the household.
お父さんこの家をモチーフにしたいみたい。
That's quite a bothersome motive.
ケイチ、部屋の中を少しは片付けなさい。みっともないぞ。
Why don't you focus on your job, Dad?
ごめん後で片付けるよ。
Get on my ass? I don't think so. Oh, come on! Please don't use my room as a motive.
ケイチ、お夕飯までまだ時間があるから表でも散歩してらっしゃい。
Dad's moods are only temporary. As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. Until then, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just go take a walk so I don't aggravate him further.
じゃあそうするかな。
Alright. I said I was going to take a walk, but I didn't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. I got on my bike and pondered where to go. I could just go read at the bookstore, but it would take about an hour by bike to get to town. It would be but dark by the time I got back, so I didn't want to go unless I had to. The roads at night here in Hinamizawa creep me out. If Mion or Satoko ever found that out, I smiled wryly. Oh yeah. Rena was probably still at the Mountain of Treasure, the damn construction site. The excavation of Colonel Randy was probably taking her a while. It wouldn't be so bad to have her owe me one.
次の部活の時に恩返ししてもらえるかもしれないしな。
With a little bit of self-interest in mind, I set off toward the damn construction site. Tamataki-san might be there as well. The only person with information about the incident that both Rena and Mion denied knowing anything about. If I had met him again, I'd like to ask for more details. To ask, was there really a dismemberment here in Hinamizawa? That was my real intention. I spotted Rena struggling up the slope of the garbage pile. It looked like Colonel Randy was lodged in there pretty firmly. It didn't look like Rena would be able to excavate him by herself. Realizing that Tamataki-san wasn't around, I began climbing down the slope unsteadily.
よーレナ、精が出ますな。
ケイチ君、どうしたのこんなところへ。
A place like this, huh? I see. She was aware of it at least.
事故発生の緊急通報を受け参上しました。負傷者はどこでありますか？
事故って、
ランディ君人形がゴミ山に生き埋めになっているとの通報でしたが。
なんだ、びっくりした。
Scared you? What? You hiding something? You hiding something there, Rena? Huh?
ケイチ君、脅かさないでよ。
冗談だよ。レナが一人で困ってるだろうなって思ってさ、手伝いに来てやったんだよ。
レナのために。
Well, I filled my quota for today. If I don't see Rena blush at least once a day, then I'm not getting my daily required nutritional intake. You sound perverted there, Keiichi. Stop it!
冗談だよ。こっちまで恥ずかしくなるだろう。
端ってどこからだろう、どこからだろう。
I just ignored her bewilderment.
俺どいたどいた。でどこだよランディ君は。
あ、ごめん。ほら、この隙間から見える？
こりゃ本当に生き埋めだな。
The Colonel Randy was sideways, surrounded by boards and other construction materials, like they were caging him inside. According to Rena, it wasn't like this yesterday. It seems as though another illegal dumper came yesterday dumping again, and now he's buried like this.
この山を一人でどけるつもりだったのか？その細い腕で。
There's no way she would be able to do that with her slender arms.
でもランディ君人形かいいんだもん。お店のランディ君には鎖がついてるけど、これならお持ち帰りできる。はう。
If Rena gave up on this Colonel Randy, she'll probably start devising a plan to steal the one in front of the store. As Rena's guardian, I won't allow her to sully her hands with crime.
どいてろよ。俺がやる。
Rena blushed again, but this time I left it alone. The pile was enormous. Also, the more days we wasted, the more likely another illegal dumping would occur. If it got buried any deeper, there would be nothing that could be done.
ケイチ君、レナも手伝えるよ。手伝わせて。
帰って邪魔になるから下がってろって。よいしょー。
Pulling out scraps, bending them, tossing them aside. I quickly became covered in sweat and dust. Flying objects drew beautiful arcs across the twilight sky, one after another. Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it! No matter how much I throw out, there was still more. Even though I could see Colonel Randy right there. After grandstanding like that in front of frickin' Rena, I felt frantic because of how little I had progressed.
本気でやるなら、斧とかノコギリとかがいるかもしれねえな。
Hmm.
もういいよ、ケイチ君。すごい汗だよ。そんな無理しなくてもいいよ。
レナのためにやってるだけだ。気にするな。
Rena began sputtering and turned beet red. Whoops. I meant to say I was trying my best so as to keep her from becoming a criminal. Oh well.
さすがに休憩。
Ooh, turned sunset already, huh?
こいつは手強いぜ。
I sprawled on my back over the grassy slope. Slow.
ごめんね、ごめんね。すごい汗だく。
Rena patted her handkerchief against my forehead. It felt pretty nice.
あのさ、ちょっとここで休んでてね。私、家近いから。麦茶とか持ってきてあげるね。
Leaving the handkerchief on my forehead, Rena took off running. The cries of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. After I was certain that Rena was gone, I picked myself up and headed towards what I discovered earlier. Wait, what? That was a garbage pile of magazines and newspapers bound up in twine. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it was around here. There it was. There were bound stacks of not-so-reputable tabloids. They were stacked chronologically, going back quite a few years. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. If it was just as Tamatake-san said, then undoubtedly there would be mention of the murder. These are troubled times. There is no end to these sickening incidents. Oh, creepy music. There's a large part of society drawn in by these incidents as well, so it had to be recorded somewhere. I unfastened the packages and opened the rain-soaked pages carefully, looking over the table of contents. Not here. Next one. Not here. Next one. It was hard to search since I didn't know when it happened. I didn't know who the perpetrator or the victim was either. I only knew it happened here. I looked up every so often, checking to see if Rena had come back or not. I wouldn't want her to see me gawking at the dirty magazine, but it wasn't just that. Both Rena and Mion said they didn't know, but it had happened without a doubt, as long as Tamatake-san wasn't lying. Then if both Rena and Mion, yeah, there was, if they had just said that, then I wouldn't have gotten so hung up on it. An incident that neither Rena nor Mion wished to talk about, trying to uncover it after they tried to conceal it out of good intentions. That made me feel like I was acting against my friends. Hinamizawa dam worker lynching. Murder by dismemberment. Here it is. The future article was in the back, and it seemed that there was a photograph in the colored pages of the front. The pages of the featured article were stuck together and weren't easy to open. Rena could return at any moment. Feeling rushed, I gave up and opened the photograph page. The police investigators were carrying a body bag, and newspaper reporters were all bathing in the camera flashes. The image was blurry and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out the headlines. A tragic nightmare at the Hinamizawa construction site. Lynching and murder. Dismemberment. The victim was the site foreman. He had assaulted his assailants daily with an explosive backlash from his daily actions. It's a horrible image to see this site foreman as it happened. It really did happen. It seemed the details were on the next page. I turned the page without pausing. On it was, the assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes, then used an axe to split the cadaver into 6 pieces, the head, arms, legs, and torso. I couldn't understand just from the headline that it was just too terrible, an incident. Normally, a lynching is just assault and murder, right? Dismemberment with hatchets and pickaxes? That wasn't a lynching. It was a merciless killing to the letter, a brutal murder done by a group of people with hatchets, with pickaxes, with a hatchet. Okay. Yes, you fucking did. Rena dropped the hatchet she was holding onto the grass after being startled by my voice. Oh boy. Yeah, but that's a hatchet, not an axe. Rena flustered her arms in a panic, continuing to explain and apologize. It seemed Dad had been glaring at her pretty intensely.
ごめん。ちょっとオーバーに驚きすぎたかな。
こっちこそごめんね。ごめんね。
Night was drawing close. I was pretty worn out, and it didn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow.
最後の針はそのナタじゃないと壊せそうにない。せっかく持ってきてくれたんだし、明日借りるよ。な。何しょんぼりしてるんだよ。明日にはランディ君が掘り出せるんだぜ。
そうだよね。早くランディ君をお持ち帰りしたい。
We both knew that it was useless to apologize any more than that. I quenched my thirst with barley tea Rina brought and wiped off the sweat that had gone cold now. We took the path to head home. I felt quite guilty about the tabloid wrapped up in my jacket. Hello? Okay, that was weird. I thought something was going to happen. Alright. The Dam Project Special Tabloid Report. Alright. Well, things certainly have gotten a little heavy, huh? End of subchapter 3. Alright. Well, that was interesting. So a murder did occur with a little bit of dismemberment. Arms, legs, head, and torso flown about. Oofa. Really now. Alright. So I hope you all enjoy this weird episode, I guess you can call it. As long as we're starting to get there, we're getting to the good parts now. So I hope you all look forward to the future episodes of Higurashi When They Cry. And if you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we will be doing more of this, as well as my other Let's Play series that I'm doing too. So see you all next time, and please, as a reminder, stay sinful, folks.